Did you know that the home can be a dangerous place because of domestic violence, or the new terminology, intimate partner violence? And if you are African American, then the home can be an even more dangerous place. Hello, my name is Dr. Carolyn T. Long, and I'm a therapist, minister, author, and consultant. And I want to talk to you just a brief few moments about domestic violence and the Black church. Intimate partner violence is an issue for all ethnic groups, for all races, for all ages, for all socioeconomic groups, for all national origins, as well as for all religious orientations. The majority of victims in domestic violence are women, heterosexual women, I might add, because 90% of all domestic violence is perpetrated by men. 1 out of every 3 women experience at least one physical assault by an intimate partner during her adulthood years. The U.S. Attorney General has declared that it is the #1 health problem facing women today. The FBI statistics reveal that domestic violence claims the lives of 4 women every single day. But as I already noted, if you're African American, then the statistics are even more alarming and upsetting for 2 reasons. #1, because of its permissibility in the African American community, and because of the relationship between the African American community and the criminal justice system. When we talk about domestic violence or intimate partner violence, we're talking about coercion, harassment, manipulation, force, or anything to establish or maintain domination, power, and control over another individual. While certainly there is physical violence that's a part of that, domestic violence is not just about hitting and kicking and punching or choking or those violent things. The Christian church is an entity that where many women will go for help when they are in a domestic violence situation, especially so in the African American community, where the statistics reveal that 84% of all African Americans consider themselves to be religious or spiritual, and that the majority of them will seek help from their pastors or church leaders whenever there is any kind of issue. So therefore, as African American pastors or church leaders, we need to be equipped to appropriately respond to women when they're in such a crisis, so as not to add to the lack of safety that they are already experiencing. How we respond can make the difference between life and death for them or for their children. One life-saving strategy that African American pastors and church leaders can do is to be aware that marital counseling is not the treatment of choice when you have a woman who is coming and saying, I'm in a domestic violence situation, because that could possibly set her up for even more danger for herself or for her children. So it is important that we arm ourselves with the information about this issue, that we arm ourselves with strategies to respond to women when they come. And I'm saying women again because 90% of all domestic violence is perpetrated by men on women. However, this is not to ignore the fact that men as well as women are also victims of domestic violence, and I don't want to leave out that fact. About the Black church, J.L. King, who is the author of the book On the Down Low, he wrote this. He says that for many of us, the church is the anchor of our lives. The Black church has been a central place where people can go for salvation and acceptance. It has been the place where most people can go when there is no place to go. I've prepared workshops for church leaders and pastors to help them better understand this issue and to know how to respond as this issue continues to present itself to all church leaders. For more information, please pay attention to the contact information on the screen. And thank you so much for listening.